My name is Mrs. Nnanke Vincent Ikoyi. I'm from Nigeria, from Cross River State, and I came to Apollo in 2011 when my husband was sick, and we were asked to come to Apollo Hospital to see Dr. Sushil Kumar Jain. So when we came, he conducted the surgery and it was okay. So since that time, Dr. Jain has been our family friend and he has been communicating with us. Like before we left, he told us that after some time we'll forget about him. I told him, Doctor, we can't do that. We cannot forget about you. And that was why when my son here, Patric, had a similar problem, we couldn't do it in Nigeria. We decided to come back to India to meet Dr. Jain. And before we came, we communicated with him so that before we arrived, he was already aware that we were coming. And when we came, he did what he knows how to do best. If I say he's good, it's an understatement. I think Dr. Jain is the best because God is using him marvelously to touch the lives of people. And my family happens to be one of them. So I'm grateful to know Dr. Jain and to be his family friend. Thank you.
So I'm Patric Ikoyi, and I'm the third out of 4 children. I like to think I'm my father's son because I take after him in everything, and it's one of those reasons I'm here today. But we're all happy that everything turned out to be really, really amazing. So I'll come from a very emotional point here. I think it was really traumatic for me when I started experiencing the symptoms of this illness. I kept it away from my parents for a long time because I felt like I needed time to understand what was going on and not put pressure on my parents until I was sure that this was what was wrong. Because my dad had this 8 years ago, and it is no surprise that Dr. Jain came through. He came in handy, and since my parents came back, I never forgot that name, and every time I'll be like, Dr. Jain. But yeah, it was really traumatic, because every day I had to go through the hurdle of keeping these things to myself and also observing myself to see how I felt. And in the long run, I told myself, okay, it's time to let my parents know because it's getting out of hand. And I called my dad. I spoke to him first. I was like, I think I'm experiencing the same things you experienced and even more. And he was like, there's only one person you can call. That was literally what he said to me. And he told me, take down his number. I was like, who? He was like, Dr. Jain. I was like, interesting. And I know I put a call to him immediately. And when I told him about my dad, he didn't tell me I don't know him. He was like, wow, it's so nice to hear from you. What's happening? And I told him I'm his son. And to my greatest surprise, he made the process really seamless. In less than 24 hours, I got a letter for visa assistance, and it was really, really amazing that his support from day one to now has been perfect and amazing. I must really commend his professional skills, really amazing. My mom is surprised at how fast I'm healing. I'm also surprised too, all thanks to God too. But then his personal skills too and relationship is something to really, really savor. 9 years and we're here today, we talk every day. That's really a plus. While I was going into surgery, to be honest, I felt really confident because I told myself, it's not the first, it's not the second, and I have seen these things happen, and it happened to someone not just close to me, but my father. So I felt confident. And I asked my mom before I entered, are you worried? And she was like, nah, I'm fine. And I can remember the nurse that told me, you'll be fine. I told her I'm not worried. I know I'll be fine. I trust his job. And to be honest, I look better than when I came. So it's obvious that everything went well. I'm really happy, and I don't regret coming down here. I feel like the experience has been amazing. From getting to know him, knowing him personally, to his professional skills, it's really blown my mind away. It's just nothing short of amazing. Thank you.
I am Dr. Sushil Kumar Jain. I am a senior consultant in GI, laparoscopy and anorectal surgery in this hospital for last 22 years. The ultimate pleasure and satisfaction for a surgeon or for anybody when his patients say, I am absolutely all right. He saved my father also 9 years back, and a surgeon doesn't need more than this in his life when his patients are 100% all right.
Yes.
So I'm so happy.
Sure. Thank you, doctor.
He came with a problem which is very, very common. We call them hemorrhoids, or in simple terms, we call them piles. These are very common problems. Patients usually come with complaint of bleeding per rectum, some anal irritation. When they have fissure, they will complain of pain while defecating, and when there is a fistula, they will complain of a pus discharge by the side of anus. In this hospital, we have a dedicated department of pile surgery which I exclusively run, and there are fixed programs and very simplified programs with the latest technology where the patient recovery is very, very fast, and now the fear of getting operated for piles, fistula, fissures has almost gone. People themselves, they understand when we educate them and immediately get surgery done, and they get all right very fast. I did the same for his father, and I'm so happy they all remember me till today, and we'll continue our friendship. Yeah?
Amen.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.